Hello, a very cordial welcome to all of you. Myself Sanjay Thakur. This is official YouTube channel of Jukta Academy. As you know, we are running this quiz series for targeting HPS prelim exam. And in this series, I am actually dealing with this geography section. In previous video, we have discussed it. We have discussed this physiographic division of India. Then now we are doing this drainage system of India. In earlier two video, I have actually discussed or covered Ganga river system and Indus river system. In today's video, I will be discussing about Brahmaputra river system through various some important MCQs के माध्यम से जो है हम इस वीडियो में एक डिटेल डिस्कशन जो है ब्रह्मपुत्र रिवर सिस्टम का करेंगे। तो चलिए दोस्तों, हम जो है अपना वीडियो शुरू करते हैं। फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन अगर आप देखेंगे, फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन ऑफ दिस वीडियो सेज mark the correct statement. The formation of Indo-Gangetic plain is closely related to the formation of Himalaya. This statement is true, which says Indo-Gangetic plain जो नर्दर्न जो इंडिया के जो गंगा के मैदान है, ये जो गंगा के मैदान है, इनकी फॉर्मेशन जो है इज क्लोजली रिलेटेड टू द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ हिमालय। अगर आप देखें, जब हिमालय पर्वत का निर्माण हुआ, दीज हिमालयन माउंटेन्स आर एक्चुअली द फोल्ड माउंटेन and these fold mountain were formed actually in tertiary period around 60 to 65 million ago. This upliftment of Himalaya, the process of upliftment of Himalaya actually started, which continued till around 10 million year ago. And as we know, this upliftment is induced by some tectonic processes. Various two plates actually collide with each other. So जब ये इंडियन प्लेट यूरेशियन प्लेट से टकरा रही थी, इस दौरान कुछ इस तरह के अपफोल्ड जो है जनरेट हुए, क्रिस्टल बैंडिंग हुई, जिसकी वजह से ये हिमालयन माउंटेन रेंजेस का निर्माण हुआ। दिस इज एक्चुअली द ग्रेटर and lesser and shivalics, and these are actually the anticline and syncline. Various anticline and synclines were actually formed, and in this process of folding only a deep syncline या फिर deep एक डिप्रेशन की फॉर्मेशन हुई in this foothill of this शिवालिक के साथ में ही एक डीप डिप्रेशन की फॉर्मेशन हुई। That was the result of this क्या बोलेंगे सॉलिड जो आपका एक फिजियोग्राफिक ब्लॉक है, दिस पेनिनसुलर जो प्लेटू है, दिस सॉलिड पेनिनसुलर प्लेटू एक्चुअली checked this southward journey of these wavy structure of Himalayas. So because this solid जो फिजियोग्राफी की वजह से ये जो वेव फॉर्मेशंस थी, अपलिफ्टमेंट थी, एंटीक्लाइन सिंक्लाइन थी, इनकी साउथवर्ड जर्नी को चेक कर दिया गया बाय दिस मोर स्टेबल लार्जेस्ट लैंड मास ऑफ पेनिनसुलर इंडिया। सो एक जो है बहुत डीप डिप्रेशन का निर्माण जो है साउथ ऑफ हिमालय में हुआ। दिस डिप्रेशन वाज नोन एज फोरडीप and this foredeep was subjected to intensive sedimentation. Hence जितनी भी रिवर्स जो है इस सेक्शन से फ्लो कर रही थी, फ्रॉम दीज ग्रेटर हिमालयन रेंजेस से जो रिवर फ्लो कर रही थी, या फिर पेनिनसुलर प्लेटू से जो रिवर हिमालयन रीजन नॉर्थ की तरफ फ्लो कर रही थी, इन रिवर्स ने जो है एक्सेसिव सेडिमेंटेशन का काम किया। एंड ड्यू टू दिस एग्रेडेशनल वर्क ऑफ दीज पेनिनसुलर एज वेल एज दीज हिमालयन रिवर ओनली दिस पेनी प्लेन फीचरलेस प्लेन की जो है फॉर्मेशन हुई है। सो दिस स्टेटमेंट विच सेज द फॉर्मेशन of Indo-Gangetic plain is closely related to the formation of Himalaya. This statement is true. Second statement says the conglomerates were deposited in the depression between peninsular India and the convergent boundary, the region of present day Himalaya. So this statement is again ट्रू बिकॉज अगर आप देखें इस सेक्शन से, दिस इज द एक्चुअली कन्वर्जेंट सेक्शन। अगर कन्वर्जेंट सेक्शन वो सेक्शन है जहां पर आज की डेट में द कन्वर्जेंट सेक्शन, कन्वर्जेंट बाउंड्री इज दैट बाउंड्री वेयर दिस एक्चुअल कोलिजन ऑफ टू प्लेट्स टुक प्लेस एंड अपलिफ्टमेंट ऑल्सो टुक प्लेस। सो दिस मार्जिन पर जो है हिमालय पर्वत के निर्माण हुआ, एंड दिस द रिवर्स वर फ्लोइंग फ्रॉम दिस हिमालयन रीजन टू साउथवर्ड टुवर्ड दिस डिप्रेशन। ओनली स्टेटमेंट सेज so these river actually carries these erosional conglomerates, जिसमें बहुत सारे बोल्डर थे, कॉबल थे, पैबल्स थे। इन बोल्डर, पैबल, कॉबल्स को जो है ये रिवर अपने साथ लेकर कहीं इस क्षेत्र में डिपॉजिट करती है, जिस क्षेत्र को हम जो है भाबर क्षेत्र भी बोलते हैं। सो दिस रीजन इज एक्चुअली फुल ऑफ वेरियस conglomerates. So hence this statement is true. The conglomerates were deposited in the depression between peninsular India and the convergent boundary, the region of present day Himalaya. So this statement is true. Third statement says, during the recent time, depositional work of three major river system, viz. Indus, Ganga and Brahmaputra have become predominant. Recent time, that means in a recent geological history, in a tertiary period only, if we see these rivers, which is Ganga, Brahmaputra and Indus river, these three rivers are actually antecedent river, and you know these antecedent river are actually rivers which were flowing there prior to upliftment of Himalayas only. So जब ये हिमालय पर्वत का upliftment हुई, due to this upliftment only, again this gradient, that river gradient का जो है दोबारा से निर्माण हो गया. Hence this river which was earlier flowing here at a very slow velocity, because इनके mouth में और इनके source में कुछ ज़्यादा डिफरेंस नहीं था, ड्यू टू वर्टिकल जो ये डीप कटिंग की वजह से इन्होंने अपना सैचुरेशन, अपनी मैच्योरिटी को अचीव कर दिया था. बट नाउ बिकॉज दिस द अपलिफ्टमेंट ऑफ दिस यंगेस्ट फोल्ड माउंटेन ओनली, दिस ग्रेडियंट वाज अगेन क्रिएटेड. Hence these old river actually got rejuvenated. इसी प्रोसेस को हम बोलते हैं रिवर रेजुविनेशन. जब टेक्टोनिसिटी की वजह से एक रिवर ग्रेडियंट का निर्माण दोबारा से हो जाए, या तो अपलिफ्टमेंट हो जाए या क्रस्ट की, या फिर जो है जो ओशियन है उसका जो स्तर है वो थोड़ा नीचे चले जाए, इसकी वजह से जो है एक ग्रेडियंट का निर्माण होता है. एंड इन दिस ग्रेडियंट ओनली द वेलोसिटी ऑफ रिवर इज high. Hence these river, due to upliftment of Himalaya, these river got rejuvenated. Hence Indus, Ganga and Brahmaputra have become predominant river. Hence this statement is also true. Next statement says the arcuate plain is known as Indo-Gangetic Brahmaputra plain. We know this arcuate plain is actually the Sundarban delta, Ganga Brahmaputra का जो delta है, which is in arcuate shape. This delta is known as Gangetic Brahmaputra plain. So this statement is also true, because you say this Ganga Brahmaputra का जो delta है ये किस shape में है, एक arcuate shape में है, because this is actually the Ganga river flowing like Brahmaputra river flowing like this and got divided in this way, and this is the Ganga river. फरक्का से ये दो दिशाओं में डिवाइड होकर हुगली भागीरथी, and another one is this Padma river, and this region between this Hooghly and this Meghna river actually is known as Ganga Brahmaputra delta, which is in arcuate shape. So this statement is true. So all the statement of these questions are true. Next question says, mark the correct statement. The Brahmaputra means son of Brahma, with the length of 2900 km, rising from Chema-Yungdung glacier, which is at 5150 meter above sea level. This statement is true, because yes, this river actually originates from Chumyungdung glacier in Kailash range in Tibet only. And again, second says Mariamla Pass separate the source of Brahmaputra from Mansarovar lake. अगर आप देखें, this is actually the if you see the source of this Brahmaputra river, source of this Brahmaputra river actually lies along this source of Indus and Satluj river, and this basin of Indus and Satluj is actually divided by this Mariamla Pass in Kailash range. Hence this statement is true. This Mariam Pass actually divide ब्रह्मपुत्र, सोर्स ऑफ ब्रह्मपुत्र एंड इंडस का जो बेसिन है उसको डिवाइड करता है. दिस स्टेटमेंट इज ट्रू. Next statement says, in Tibet, it passes through the depression formed by Indus-Sangpo Sachar zone between Greater Himalaya in south and Kailash range in north. This statement is again true, because yes, this river Brahmaputra actually flows in Indus-Sangpo Sachar zone, which is the fault line lying between Greater Himalayan ranges in south and Kailash range in the north, or Ladakh range in the north. This statement is true. Hence this Indus-Sangpo, Indus is actually the Indus river flowing in westward, and this Sangpo is Yarlung Sangpo, which is the name of Brahmaputra in Tibet only. So this statement is true. Fourth statement says, toward the end of Tibet, its course abruptly takes a southward turn along Namcha Barwa to emerge at Sadia in Assam Valley. This statement is also true. If you see this Brahmaputra river flowing like this from Chumyongdung Glacier, Chumyongdung Glacier से ईस्ट डायरेक्शन में फ्लो करती हुई अराउंड 1800 किलोमीटर जर्नी के बाद दिस रिवर एक्चुअली स्टेट आ नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न टर्न एंड अगेन टेक अ अब्रप्ट साउथवर्ड बेंड इन नामचा बरुआ. नामचा बरुआ में ये एक बहुत डीप गॉर्ज का निर्माण करके जो है ये इंडिया में एंटर करती है. एंड इन आसाम दिस रिवर आसाम एट ए प्लेस सादिया, दिस रिवर एक्चुअली लीव्स हर माउंटेनस जर्नी एंड एंटर इन आसाम वैली. सो दिस स्टेटमेंट इज true. From Sadia only this river is known as Brahmaputra river. Before this place in Arunachal Pradesh, this river firstly is known as Siang and subsequently it is known as Dihang. So ये जो statement है, both the statement are true. So this statement is actually true. So the right answer of this question is all of the above options are true. Next question आप देखेंगे, mark the correct statement. Assam, in Assam the river flow under the name of Dihang and then the Sihang. Again this statement is slightly wrong, because as this river enter in Arunachal Pradesh, if you see this is Bhutan and Arunachal, as this river actually enter in Arunachal Pradesh, firstly it is known as Siang and secondly in Arunachal Pradesh itself it is known as Dihang. So this statement is true because in Assam, it is not in Assam but is Arunachal Pradesh where this river is known as Sihang and Dihang. So first statement is wrong. Second statement says, in the northeastern part of Assam Valley, it is joined by two important tributaries, that is Dibang from the south and Lohit from the north. If you see here in northeastern region only, Assam में सदिया के पास, this river is actually joined by Dibang river, which originate from these Mishmi hill in Arunachal Pradesh or Myanmar के border पर, and again another river which originate from Tibetan plateau itself is known as Lohit river. This Lohit also join Brahmaputra at this Sadia place. So these two river join Brahmaputra at a place Sadia. But this statement is also wrong, which says northeastern part of Assam Valley it is joined by two important tributaries. Dibang from south, it is from south actually it is joined by Lohit, and Dibang actually join this river from north. So this statement is also wrong. And next statement says the Brahmaputra has a braided channel for most of its passage through Assam, where channel keep shifting. This statement is true. If you see the drainage system of eastern Himalayan river, it is actually entirely different than the western Himalayan region. क्योंकि वेस्टर्न हिमालयन रीजन की जो नदियां हैं, चाहे सतलुज है या फिर इंडस है, these rivers slowly descend from the mountainous region to plain region across 200 to 300 kilometer. These rivers actually descend from high mountain region from around 500 meter above sea level to plain region. So there is actually low rate of erosion, या फिर जो erosion की इनकी capacity है वो थोड़ी सी कम है. But in eastern Himalayan river there is a difference, because in eastern Himalayan river ये जो नदियां हैं, दिस ब्रह्मपुत्र रिवर या फिर इसकी कोई ट्रिब्यूटरीज है, दीज रिवर्स एक्चुअली डिसेंड इन अ वेरी शॉर्ट डिस्टेंस फ्रॉम अराउंड 6000 मीटर हाइट टू अराउंड 200 मीटर आसाम प्लेन. हेंस थोड़े से डिस्टेंस में विद इन अ स्पेम ऑफ 50 किलोमीटर ओनली this river actually descend down from higher peaks, higher mountain peak to plain region. हेंस इनका जो ग्रेडियंट है, रिवर का जो डिसेंशन का जो ग्रेडियंट है वो बहुत ज़्यादा स्टीप है। हेंस इतना स्टीप ग्रेडियंट होने की वजह से इनकी जो इरोजनल कैपेसिटी है वो बहुत ज़्यादा है। हेंस दिस रिवर एक्चुअली इरोड टू मच सेडिमेंट, टू मच क्रिस्टल, क्रिस्टल जो कवर है उसको बहुत ज़्यादा इरोड करके पूरा का पूरा जो सेडिमेंट है या फिर जो सिल्ट है उसको अपने रिवर बेड में इन आसाम प्लेन के पास डिपॉजिट कर देती है। एट द मोमेंट दिस रिवर कैरिंग दैट मच ऑफ लोड विद देम एंटर इन आसाम प्लेन, देयर स्पीड एक्चुअली reduces, so their carrying capacity also reduces. Hence these river actually start depositing this load in their river bed and themselves get divided into various channel. These type of channel, these type of distributaries या फिर ana branches are actually known as this type of river system is actually known as braided channel. Hence this statement is also true. Next statement says the river is navigable for distance of around 1384 km up to Dibrugarh from its mouth and serve as an excellent inland waterway transport route. This statement is again true because ये Brahmaputra river is actually navigable right from this mouth in Bangladesh to Dibrugarh तक ये navigable है, and in Indian part also this जो ये एक वाटरवे है, दिस वाटरवे इज एक्चुअली नॉन एज नेशनल वाटरवे 2, so this statement is also true. So the right answer of this question is 3 and 4. Only first two statements are wrong. Next question says mark the correct statement. Unlike other North Indian rivers, the Brahmaputra is marked by huge deposits of silt on its bed, causing the river bed to rise. This statement is also true, as we have discussed in previous slide, that these river actually descend at a very short distance from high mountain to plain region. Hence their load carrying capacity is high. So these river actually carry too much sediment, but at the moment these river enters in plain region, इनकी load carrying capacity reduce हो जाती है. So these river start depositing this load in their river bed, जिसकी वजह से river bed rise हो जाता है. Hence this water water actually enter in the flood plain. So इसकी वजह से इस क्षेत्र में बहुत ज़्यादा floodings भी हो जाती है. Hence this statement is true. Second statement says the Brahmaputra river shifts its channel frequently. This statement is also true because of this deposition of sediment in their river bed. Actually these river actually shift their course frequently, or again these river carry too much water, volume of water is high, so erosion depositional हर एक तरह की competency in river की बहुत ज़्यादा है. So both the statement are actually true. Next question says in Brahmaputra, Irrawaddy and Mekong river originate in Tibet. The Brahmaputra, Irrawaddy and Mekong river originate in Tibet and flow through narrow and parallel mountain ranges in their upper reaches. Of these river, Brahmaputra makes a U-turn in its course to flow into India. This U-turn is due to जो ये Brahmaputra rivers है, why this Brahmaputra actually take this U-turn? This is the question. This Brahmaputra take U-turn because of the presence of this syntaxial bend. इसकी वजह से ही ये syntaxial bend. The four option says upliftment of this fold Himalayan series. No. Syntaxial bending of geologically young Himalayan. This statement is true because ये river यहाँ से जो southward turn लेती है, this southward turn is actually because of this syntaxial bend of Himalaya. Syntaxial bend का जो meaning है, that is there are two syntaxial bend in Himalaya. One is this western syntaxial bend which is marked by this Nanga Parvat, and another syntaxial bend is of this Namcha Barwa, because when this Himalayan mountain, this Indian plate was actually moving in this way, moving toward Eurasian plate, these two extreme of this plate were actually experiencing more thrust, है ना, यहाँ पर जो है ज़्यादा thrust लग रहा था, जिसकी वजह से इस रीजन में दो सिंटेक्शियल बैंड का निर्माण हो गया। एंड अगर आप देखें तो ये आर्क कुछ इस तरह के है, दिस आर्क इज लाइक दिस, है ना, दीज आर द हिमालयन रीजन, बिकॉज at these two ends the force of subduction was actually too much, और collision का जो एक प्रोसेस था, जो फोर्स अप्लाई हो रहा था वो इन दो एक्सट्रीम्स पर ही ज़्यादा था, इसलिए यहाँ पर दो सिंटेक्शियल बैंड या फिर जो ब्रेक पॉइंट का निर्माण हो गया, जहाँ से ये हिमालयन रेंजेस का जो जर्नी है, दिस जर्नी इज एक्चुअली नॉर्थ टू साउथ एंड नॉर्थ टू साउथ in between these two syntactial band the journey of Himalaya, these Himalayan actually extend in east to west, west to east direction. Hence this statement is true because river takes the southward abrupt turn at a syntactial band which is in geologically young fold mountain. So this statement is true. So the right answer is actually this syntactial band. B option is the right answer. And the next question says, with reference to river Tista, consider the following statement. As you know, this Tista river is actually the tributary of Brahmaputra only, and the statement says that the source of river Tista is the same as that of Brahmaputra, but it flows through Sikkim. This statement is wrong because Brahmaputra, as we know, originated from this Chumyungdong glacier as Yalong Sangpo, and this Tista river originates from Sikkim as like this. This is Sikkim and Bhutan and Arunachal Pradesh. This is Brahmaputra Sangpo river, and from here Sikkim में Zemo glacier से this river originates Tista, and this Tista actually joined this Brahmaputra at a place in Bangladesh which is known as Rangpur नामक जगह पर, या फिर Fulhari, at a place Fulhari this Tista joined Brahmaputra. So first statement is wrong. Second statement says river Rangit originates in Sikkim and it is the tributary of Tista. True statement. Rangit is the tributary of Tista in Sikkim only, and river Tista flow into Bay of Bengal on border of India and Bangladesh. This statement is wrong because Tista river do not actually debouch in Bay of Bengal, but it is actually, the mouth of Tista is actually the Brahmaputra river only at a place which is known as Fulhari along Rangpur. Hence second statement is wrong. The only right statement of this question is option B. Second statement is true and third statement is wrong. So the right answer is option B. And the next question says, which of the following national park are in the vicinity of river Brahmaputra? देखिए काजीरंगा national park, very famous national park, famous for these Asian rhino in Assam, only located on Brahmaputra. True statement. Pobitora is also located on this Brahmaputra. True statement. And this Nameri National Park is not located on Brahmaputra, but it is located on river Jia Bharoli. River Jia Bharoli is the tributary of Kameng river, which is the tributary of Brahmaputra. So directly this Nameri is not located on Brahmaputra, but it is located on Jia Bharoli. Hence option 3 is wrong. Rest two, first and second option are true. Hence right answer is A. Next question says, in the context of Doar, consider the following statement. They are the alluvial floodplain in the outer foothill of Brahmaputra river basin. This statement is true. आप जानते हैं जो भी द्वार है, द्वार की फॉर्मेशन कैसे हुई? In western Himalaya, these द्वार are the depositional plains created by rivers between lesser Himalaya and Shivalik के बीच में. कैसे इनकी फॉर्मेशन हुई? Because these rivers were actually, Himalayan rivers were actually eroding these greater and middle Himalaya and depositing this sediment here. Somehow these Shivaliks actually blocked these river and a huge lake was created in this region. And subsequently later on these rivers somehow, this lake somehow or these rivers somehow managed to escape or negotiate these Shivalik ranges but leaving behind their sediment in the form of extensive plain. Thus such depositional plain are actually known as दून in western Himalaya, जिसमें आप उत्तराखंड ले लो या फिर आपका जम्मू ले लो, उधमपुर, एंड क्यारदा दून या फिर दिस देहरादून, पोंटा दून. These all are actually the dunes which is located in western Himalaya and eastern section of this Himalaya. These are known as द्वार. और जो ये द्वार है, these द्वार are located in the flood plain in the outer foothills. तो ईस्टर्न रीजन में आउटर फुटहिल कौन सी है? शिवालिक रेंजेस. दीज आर ग्रेटर हिमालय, मिड हिमालय एंड शिवालिक रेंजेस. सो इधर ही ये जो है द्वार फॉर्मेशन हो गई है. सो दिस स्टेटमेंट इज ट्रू. द्वार हैव थिन सॉइल covered with high inorganic content suitable for walnut cultivation. This statement is wrong because we know these dwar or doon are the depositional feature created by rivers, and this deposition was actually indirect type, या फिर जैसे कश्मीर में जिस तरह से जो है करेवाज की फॉर्मेशन होती है, सेम प्रोसेस से यहाँ पर दून की फॉर्मेशन होती है. हेंस दीज दून आर डिपोजिशनल फीचर ऑफ रिवर. हेंस इनका जो अलूवियम है वो कैसा होगा? बहुत डीप अलूवियम होगा, नॉट थिन अलूवियम. अब क्योंकि ये हिमालयन रीजन से जा रही है, सो दीज रिवर एक्चुअली कैरी विद देम टू मच ऑर्गेनिक मैटर. इसी वजह से ये जो डीप soil है, this deep soil is actually full of organic matter, that is humus. इसी की वजह से ये soil बहुत ज़्यादा fertile है. So second statement is wrong and first statement is true. Hence right answer is A. Next question says, which of the following statement is incorrect with reference to Malda fault? Incorrect. Northeastern state of India are separated by Malda fault from Chota Nagpur plateau. This statement is true because yes, this Chota Nagpur plateau is actually separated from this northeastern state by Malda gap. So this gap where this Brahmaputra river actually flows and this Ganga river take a southward turn, this gap is known as Malda gap, and this Malda gap actually separate this peninsular plateau from this eastern India. Hence we consider this Shillong plateau also the part of peninsular India, but this part of plateau is separated by this narrow fault line which is known as Malda gap, where these river, south flowing Himalayan river which include Brahmaputra and Ganga flow southward. This statement is true. Next is the down thrusting of Malda gap area during the mid Pleistocene period diverted Brahmaputra river system to flow toward the Bay of Bengal. Yes, this gap actually diverted this river to flow southward to Bay of Bengal in Pleistocene period. Otherwise this river was flowing like this. So this statement is also true. Third statement says Malda gap was filled by sediment deposits of Ganga and its tributaries. This statement is slightly true because it is not created by sediment deposition, because ये रिवर पूरा का पूरा सेडिमेंट कहाँ लेके जाती है? यहाँ गंगा और ब्रह्मपुत्रा के डेल्टा में लेके जाती है और वहाँ डिपॉजिट करती है. Hence this statement is wrong. It is a major fault along the southern boundary of the third statement says Malda gap was filled by sediment deposits of Ganga and its tributary. This statement is true because yes, obviously these river are flowing in this gap, so this river actually do deposition in this Malda gap also. So this statement is true actually. And last statement says it is a major fault along southern boundary of Shillong plateau. जो ये शिलोंग प्लेटू है, शिलोंग प्लेटू के साथ लगता हुआ ये मेजर फॉल्ट नहीं है. This says this fault is the major fault along the southern boundary of this Shillong plateau. This statement is wrong because it is in western direction, but in south there is another major fault which is known as Dauki fault. This fault is actually known as Dauki fault. Hence this statement is wrong. This D statement is actually wrong. Rest all the three statements are true. Next question is with reference to the Brahmaputra river which drain most of the part of northeastern India, consider the following statement. Brahmaputra river से related कुछ information है. First is the Lohit is the right bank tributary of Brahmaputra river. As we know, Brahmaputra river, which is the Yarlung Sangpo river in Tibet, actually flow like this and take a southerly hairpin bend in this along this Namcha Barwa. This river is joined by Lohit, first by Dibang river and then by Lohit river at Sadia. Dibang river and Lohit river at Sadia. This Lohit originates from Tibet itself, and Lohit is the right bank tributary. But this statement is wrong because Lohit is not the right bank but it is the left bank tributary joining Brahmaputra at a place Sadia. So this statement is wrong. It is not right bank but left bank. Second statement says more than 50% of the Brahmaputra basin is covered by water bodies. Again this statement is wrong because if you see in this northeastern जो region है, this northeastern region is densely forested region. Around 55% of northeastern region is actually covered by dense forest. Hence this statement is wrong. Only 5 to 7% of the northeastern or Assam Brahmaputra basin is actually covered by water body. So this statement is also wrong. Third statement says Jaldhaka river join it in the plain of Bangladesh. This statement is true. Yes, this Jaldhaka is the tributary of Ganga, which a tributary of Brahmaputra, which it join at a place in Bangladesh with this Brahmaputra. So only third statement is true. Rest all two statements are wrong. Next question says along Dibrugarh, which is the district in Assam only, Dibrugarh and Lakhimpur, these are actually the neighboring district in Assam and Lakhimpur district. The river divide into two channels. The northern is known as Kherkutia and the southern is Brahmaputra river. Again this statement is true because you know this is actually the Brahmaputra river and along a place in Sadia, along this Lakhimpur district के बाद ये river दो भागों में divide हो जाती है. And this northern river is known as Kherkutia. This river is known as Kherkutia and southern one is Brahmaputra only. And this region between these two rivers, this is actually the Anna branch of this Brahmaputra only. And this depositional feature between these two rivers is known as the Majuli Island, which is the largest island in river island in the world, and this entire island is actually the district in Assam itself known as Majuli district. Hence this statement is true. Northern river is Kherkutia and southern one is Brahmaputra only. Second statement says the two channels join again about 100 km downstream forming the Majuli Island. Statement is true. Again join in Jorhat district at a place Nimali घाट के पास. ये दोनों स्ट्रीम जो है आपस में रीजॉइन करती है एंड बिफोर रीजॉइनिंग ओनली दिस रिवर विच इज नोन एज सुबनसिरी रिवर ऑल्सो join this at Numali Ghat, this Kherkutia at Numali Ghat. At Guwahati, near the ancient pilgrimage center of Hajo. At Guwahati, there is a pilgrimage center known as Hajo. The Brahmaputra cut through the rock of Shillong Plateau and is at the northwest of 1 kilometer wide. This Brahmaputra river as it traverses in western direction along Guwahati, this river actually cut across this Megshillong plateau and making a very narrow valley. So this river in this section in Shillong plateau is the narrowest, only 1 kilometer wide. So this statement is true. Next statement says, in Bangladesh, the Brahmaputra split into two branches. Much larger branch continues south as Jamuna and flow into the lower Ganga, locally called Padma, while the older branch curves southeast as the Brahmaputra and flow into the upper Meghna. This statement is again true, as this is Brahmaputra river flowing like this and dividing into two branches before debouching into Bay of Bengal. This western branch is joined by Padma river and flow southward, and this eastern branch is joined by this Barak river, which as entering in Bangladesh is known as Meghna. This is Barak river originating from this Manipur hill only, and here this river, from here only this river is known as Meghna, and this united stream of Ganga and Brahmaputra finally debouch in Bay of Bengal as Meghna. So all these statements are true, hence D is the right answer. Next question says, Dibang river is also known as Talo and originate near Kia Pass on Indo-China border in Dibang Valley, district of Arunachal Pradesh. True, because Dibang is actually the first left bank tributary which originates from the border of Indo-China only, and this river is also known as Talo river in Arunachal Pradesh part. True statement. Second statement says, Lohit river is known as Zayu river, originate from Tibet near Kangri Garpo range. True, Lohit river, which is the second tributary Dibang, and this originate in Mishmi जो हिल है अरुणाचल प्रदेश, वहीं से ये originate होती है, and this is actually the Lohit river, left bank tributary, second left bank tributary. This river originate from Kangri Garpo range in Tibet only, and in this river in Arunachal is known as Zayu river, very important, Zayu river. And if you see Parshuram Kund, a Hindu pilgrimage site, is situated on lower region of Lohit river. This statement is also true. Parshuram Kund भी इसी river पर located है. And very important is Dhola Sadia bridge or Bhupen Hazarika bridge, which connect Assam and Arunachal Pradesh, is located on the Lohit river. In this section there is a bridge which is known as Dhola Sadia bridge, is located in Dhola Sadia bridge is located on this river. This bridge actually connect Assam with Arunachal Pradesh. So this statement is true. Dhola Sadia bridge is located on this Lohit river only. So next question is so the right answer of this question is all of the above. And the next question is, mark the correct statement. Manas river flow through India and Bhutan and form the largest river system of Bhutan. अगर आप देखें, this is actually the Brahmaputra river, which originate as Yarlung Sangpo from Yumdung Glacier and flow in eastern direction in Tibet, north of these Himalayan mountain chain, greater Himalayan chain in Indus Sangpo Sachar zone, and at a place Namcha Barua, at a place along Namcha Barua, take a south turn as Siang and then Dihang, and at a place Sadia, this river is joined by Dibang and then Lohit, and from Sadia only this river is actually known as Brahmaputra. And at a place Dihing Mung, this river is joined by Budi Dihing river, which originate from Naga hill, which originate from Patkai hill in Arunachal Pradesh. Subsequently at Lakhempur, this river makes this Majuli island and again rejoin at Numali Ghat in Jorhat, and after that this river is actually joined by another river which is the Dhansiri river, originate from this Naga hill at Dhansiri Mukh, and before Numali Ghat itself this river is joined by this Subansiri river, and again here where this river known as Dhansiri joined at Dhansiri Mukh, and subsequently another river, Kaming river, joined this Brahmaputra at a place Tejpur. Subsequently another river comes in which is known as Kopili river, originating from this Meghalaya Karbi Anglong plateau, subsequently flowing like this. Another river is Manas river. Manas ke baad this is actually Sankosh river and Raidak river, which join this Brahmaputra in Bangladesh only. So these are various tributaries, south flowing and north flowing tributary of Brahmaputra. आप देखेंगे कि north में भी एक higher region है, and in south also there is this plateau region. Hence this river flow in this depression between Shillong plateau in south and these Himalayan region in the north. This Assam plain is formed. So this statement says Manas river flow through India and Bhutan and form the largest river system of Bhutan. It joined Brahmaputra at Jogi Ghopa. So Manas river actually joined Brahmaputra at a place Jogi Ghopa. This statement is true. Jogi Ghopa में ही Manas river जो है ब्रह्मपुत्रा को ज्वाइन करती है. And Dhansiri river flow through Nagaland and Assam and originate from Laisang peak of Naga Hills to this Dhansiri river, originate from Naga Hill and join Brahmaputra at a place Dhansiri Mukh. This statement is true. And in Taki National Park, which was recently in news for this giant Asian turtle, which was recently reintroduced or rewilded actually in this Intaki National Park. This is the giantest or largest type of turtle in Intaki National Park, which is located on Dhansiri river in Nagaland only. This statement is true. Next statement says Tista river flow through Sikkim and West Bengal and join Jamuna river at Fulhari. रंगपुर के साथ लगता हुआ एक फुलहारी है, वहाँ पर तीस्ता रिवर बांग्लादेश में जो है गंगा नदी ब्रह्मपुत्र को ज्वाइन करती है. एंड दिस तीस्ता ओरिजिनेट फ्रॉम पानहुरी विच इज ऑल्सो नोन एज जेमो ग्लेशियर. So this statement is also true. Hence all the statement of this question are true. So the right answer of this question is D. This is all about of today's video. अगर आपको हमारे efforts अच्छे लगते हैं तो kindly आप हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल आइकन को ज़रूर दबाएं. Thank you so much.